Good morning, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a lovely morning. As you guys can see, I spent some time yesterday making a new intro. Hope you guys like it. I'm actually going to go onto Canva where I make all of my intros and make a few more, but I did put that one together plus something else you'll see in a couple of seconds. So, been keeping an eye on Chantal's content. She did something for Thanksgiving. She did a mukbang. It was messy, really messy. And she also reports that she's got herself a driver's license, although that's really sketchy, really, really sketchy because just the math is not mathing. Uh, I have heard ever since the video that she put out that to get an official legal license in Kuwait, you have to have a valid license in Canada. Also, you have to submit a medical checkup from Canada and also Kuwait. And I don't think she passed any kind of medical exam or checkup. I think her health is incredibly bad. I don't see how she could pass a medical exam or a checkup. So maybe she got a license under the table, a fake, sketchy license. I think that's more the case. Honestly, even if she did get a legal license, Foodie really shouldn't be driving. She does have mobility issues. She has issues with her eyesight. Something's going on with her eyes. She really can't see very well. She doesn't wear her glasses all the time. Plus, she has issues with, turning her head and looking around. And it it just would not be a good time. Also, anybody who was around during Crackhead Olympics, when Chantal drives, she does a lot of distracted driving. If she turns on her live stream while she's driving, that could be very dangerous, not just for her, but anybody else on the road around her. She's not going to be looking at the road. She's going to be looking at the live stream. And if people around her, they might be driving a little bit crazy, she's not going to pay attention to that. So I wouldn't recommend you driving, Chantal. I really wouldn't. You're in really bad health. Your mobility is limited. Your eyesight is getting worse. Everybody's noticed that one eye is bulging more than the other. And you've also complained about your eyes being very watery or leaky. And that could be due to a complication because of diabetes. Although you're not going to go to the doctor and have that checked out and see how bad that is. But if you've got bad vision, you really shouldn't be driving. Now, another interesting thing about the driving. When Chantal first came to Kuwait, she was very happy to let Salah drive. She's very comfortable with it. She said that she was very happy being a passenger princess, just sitting in the driver's seat and letting somebody else drive. So why all of a sudden, after 2 years, is she wanting to drive? Is it because she wants the power to go get snacks when she wants to go get them because maybe Salah is telling her no? Is it that she is just issuing a veiled threat to Salah that she'll take the car away? I don't know. But those are the goings on with Foodie. But today, I wanted to do a retro react to Foodie, courtesy of the channel Hot Wasabi. And thank you for posting this video on your channel, Hot Wasabi. I'm going to leave a link down below for the original video down in this description for those who want to check out all of the great content on Hot Wasabi's channel. And I do recommend it because there's a lot of great stuff there, stuff from Foodie's past, stuff from Foodie's present. The video that I'm reacting to today, well, I'm doing it in the interest of painting the full picture. Foodie won't shut up about how much of a victim she is. She's such a victim. Natter's a horrible person, and he hurt her. Yet, during the time of Crackhead Olympics, she wasn't acting like a victim, in my opinion, because she isn't one. It's quite the opposite. She's a predator. That's what she is. That's the real truth. She's a predator who preys on people, looking for a weakness, looking for something to exploit for her own ill-gotten means. And the video that I've chosen today to react to this morning, those of you that are on my channel, maybe those of you that are Beezers, you're going to see just how much of a victim she is. But before we get into the retro react, I want to stay caught up with the stuff on Twitter. So let's do something about that. Let's do something. We're going to do this right here. And now we're going to get into the Twitter stuff. I just thought I'd add that in and fix that. Oh, all right. There's the Twitter stuff. All right. Let's stay caught up with all the stuff going on Twitter, because I know some of you don't have Twitter, don't want Twitter. I understand. Twitter is the Wild West. It can be a battle zone, but I'm happy to keep you informed of all the great things on Twitter. So for those of you that are on Twitter and you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wow Girl Sarah. Let's start here with a post courtesy of Fat Cow. Fat Cow says, in the Middle Eastern country I lived in, a good 25% of the drivers had no license or paid for one after they failed their driver's test. I was told this by the driver of a car I was a passenger in, who had paid for theirs. Made the journey tad uncomfortable. Yeah, like I guess there's black market stuff over there where you can get things illegally. Maybe that's what Chantal has. I did hear that her Canadian license has expired. So how in the world did she get a legal driver's license in Kuwait without a valid license and without a medical checkup? One must wonder. Seasons says, Foodie Beauty again, lying about things that don't even need to be lied about. Queen BBJ was fixed before she had her. Now the story is she had her fixed and has experience with the cone. She just lies. She's one sick biatch. Kristen says Foodie Beauty lying about getting BBJ spayed as an argument for keeping Julia's cone off, courtesy of Girl World Nonsense. Let's watch the clip.
When I had BBJ, I put a cone on her at first, and she like was freaking out and I couldn't stand it, so I just kept it on.
That just got messed up. Let's try that again. Take two.
I put a cone on her at first and she like was freaking out and I couldn't stand it, so I just kept it off. And she did lick her wound, but she was fine, but there's always a risk, right? So
something of note. When Chantal got BBJ, she got her from a shelter. And usually shelters will fix an animal before they're adopted out. So just know that. That Foodie did not get BBJ from off the street or a former owner. She got her from the shelter. So BBJ was already fixed.
BBJ was fixed, like we got.
And please allow me to add this. If she's had experience with the cone, if she's such a great pet owner, then she would know that it's vital to keep the cone on. It may be inconvenient for the cat. They may not like it, but they do get used to it. But it's vital to keep the cone on so that whatever wound that they might have, it doesn't get infected. They won't chew on the stitches. They just won't do more harm than good. So if she has had experience with a cone, why is she being such a biatch about Julia's cone? She would know that it's a vital thing that needs to happen.
When I got her in 2004, I adopted her from a shelter, and they fixed.
Confirmed. See, she got it from a shelter. And shelters will fix the animals.
Fixed her and gave her shots and everything. They fixed the cats at the SPCA in Cornwall when you adopt them. Yeah.
Bang. Bang. So what do you mean you had her fixed? What do you mean? Chantal, why do you lie when you don't have to lie? I don't get it. What is the purpose of lying when you don't have to lie? And then you get caught because people double check. They go look stuff up on Google. And then they come back on YouTube and post about it, or they post about it on Twitter, and then you really get caught. Why do you lie when you don't have to lie? Like, is it to try to bolster your self-image and have people believe that you're a good cat owner? You're not. You weren't good with BBJ. You weren't good with Sam, and you're not even good with Julia. If you were trying to use Julia as a sort of redemption thing, you have absolutely failed. Letting her nails grow out, letting her fur get matted. You're not giving her a proper area to play. That house is so full of stuff, that poor baby can't run around and get the zoomies. Not feeding her properly, not cleaning out her litter box, not able to clean out her litter box. And now she has a wound on her belly. The wound is open. And instead of being a concerned pet owner, you're letting it stay open, and clearly she's in pain. She needs to go back to the vet, have it re-stitched up, and you keep the cone on so she can properly heal. And if you can't do these things, if you don't want to do these things, then you need to be kind and find someone who can and will do these things. I know you're trying to use Julia as a way to get attention for your channel. You're sick like that. You're twisted like that. You're doing the Munchausen by proxy, using a pet. Oh, if she's sick or if she's in pain, that means I get attention for myself, for my channel, which might translate to more views. You're horrible. You're a monster to do that to a living thing. Julia's done nothing wrong, and she's in pain, and you don't care, because if you cared, you'd do something about it. You're disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Your mother should have swallowed. Anyway, let's move on to Fat Cal saying, to get a driving license in Kuwait, expats need to follow these steps. Well, she's not an expat. She's on a tourist visa. I don't know how that works. I think an expat is something different than a tourist, because if you're an expat, you're over there working, and Chantal is making money in Kuwait, but I don't know the whole laws between, like, if you're a YouTuber and you're making money that way, if that's considered working. I'm not quite sure about that. But let's look at the list from Fat Cal. Fat Cal says to get a driving license in Kuwait, expats need to follow these steps. Have a valid driving license from their home country. Well, she let hers expire. Pass a written and practical driving test in Kuwait. I don't think she's done that. Obtain a health certificate proving they are fit to drive. Well, she failed that immediately. Have a sponsor, usually their employer, to vouch for them. So do you have a sponsor, Foodie? Who's sponsoring you? I don't think Salah can do it. He's making money off you, not you making money off him. Meet income requirements. Oops, that's a big one. Alternately, expats can obtain an international driving license in Kuwait by visiting the Kuwait International Automobile Club, KIAC website, filling out the online application form, choosing a delivery option, and submitting the application. So it sounds like there's a lot of steps, and she's lazy. Oh, your mom's emotional support, Carrot, says, Chantal, that American Thanksgiving meal looks like absolute crap. You simply needed an excuse to eat a huge meal. You blankety blank. So yeah, that was her idea of a Thanksgiving meal. It looks a mess, an absolute mess. And by the way, Chantal, I watched that mukbang and the beginning part of it. I kind of turned my head and gave you the bombastic side eye because the beginning part of the video, you said, my fellow Americans, ma'am, you're not an American. You are Canadian. You also put down the Western world, yet you're going to celebrate its holidays. You called the Western world trash. But then you start out a video saying, my fellow Americans, when you don't live in America and you never have. Please stop. We don't claim you. We don't want to claim you. You can't sit with us. Seasons says, I wonder what officials in Kuwait would think by this smug, dishonest thumbnail. That was a dog whistle to her crap-eating roommate that she will take the car away. A passive threat. But this dumb person who is cosplaying a Muslim over there is playing with fire. I don't know. I don't know if she is lightly threatening Salah to take the car away. I mean, she could do it. If she's the one making the payments, all she has to do is just stop paying for the car. Although I'm sure that the car is something that he's just hanging around for. And if she takes it away, he might walk. But I don't know. I don't know if she is using the car as a threat. Like, I gave it to you. I can take it away from you. He really just needs to walk anyway. Whether he's got a car in his possession or not, this whole thing is stupid and he needs to just get away from her. Off Red says, can you haters stop? Foodie Beauty has shown the license. Where's your license? I guess that's her license. Okay. I believe that. Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty, F off. You can try and make people believe you aren't on a tourist visa, but you are. You aren't married, and you are miserable. And save the passenger princess shtick. You are a piggy bank. Nothing princess or demure about you. So here's some more information about the license. It says, yes, you can drive in Kuwait while on a tourist visa, but you must have an international driving permit, IDP, from your home country to rent a car and drive legally. Your regular driver's license from your country will not be valid in Kuwait on a tourist visa alone. Key points to remember. IDP is required. To drive in Kuwait on a tourist visa, you need to obtain an IDP from your home country before traveling. Check validity. Ensure your IDP is valid for the duration of your stay in Kuwait. Rental car process. When renting a car, present your passport, tourist visa, and IDP. So there's a lot of steps here. A lot. Okay, Indy says, wow, Teardrop, psycho much. So yeah, lately Teardrop has been making some really awful comments about Alex is shook. And you guys are about to see the screenshots courtesy of Milky Chai. Milky Chai says, not Teardrop wanting Alex is shook hurt. Let's look at the screenshots from Trap. So Teardrop says, Alex needs to be shook. Next one. Scapegoat says, I thought Teardrop's comment was going to say blanked. Teardrop says, that's even better. So you're wishing harm upon Alex is shook, Teardrop? That's what you're doing? You're wishing actual harm on somebody? Okay. Noted. Noted and put to memory that you're officially a scumbag. Not that you weren't before, just you're more so one now. Lizzie says either she is lying or she is confirming that she's on a tourist visa. Only tourists can get a permit while in Kuwait to drive, and it must be driving a rental car and have a valid DL from their country. Didn't Foodie let hers expire? Yes, she did. So how can she get a valid driver's license? Now, y'all lean in and look at this. MJK23 says this is the medical form needed for Foodie to get a license in Kuwait. So she lied on this question. I declare that I have never been admitted or treated in any mental or neurological hospital or clinic. And she passed an eye exam with the weepy eye. Nah, I don't think she passed a medical exam. I think she'd fail all the way around with flying colors. Julie says, so wait, does that mean when she drove herself to get fast food a year ago, when she was mad at Salah, she was driving illegally? Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Yes, she did. Cowboy Dog says, no, this isn't her just being silly. This is an uncontrollable or something. I don't know. I know that Chantal is not above faking tics. We keep saying about her, she's going to have a medical event. She's very ill. She needs to go to the hospital. So isn't it funny that her tics, there's a lot of them happening lately. And they seem very forced and fake because they are. But let's watch this clip courtesy of a chick and a duck.
Hi, Bae.
Hi, Bae.
You sleepy?
Yes, Bae.
Hi, Bae.
Hi, Bae.
You sleepy?
Yes.
I think her doing that wasn't a tic. That was her just being sarcastic and mad at Salah. She's mad at Salah for some reason. That's what it felt like to me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Ooh, there was also a moment between Foodie and Salah. She's mad at him. She was big mad. Butter Crumpet says, that's some passive-aggressive yallas. Queen of WTF says, why so snippy, Chantal? Let's watch the clip.
Okay, come help me put on the cone then. Yalla. Move.
What? Let's hear that again.
Okay, come help me put on the cone then. Yalla. Move.
Wow. He wanted her to put the cone back on Julia. She's doing a live stream. And if he is in the other room or if he's in another apartment close by, she's saying, get your butt over here and do it. I'm doing a live stream. I got to pay attention to all these people and make the money for me and you. You get your butt over here and help me. And you're not wrong, Chantal. If Julia is a pet that you both take care of and he's just modding, he needs to get his butt up and help you. You got a live stream going. He needs to get up and do something. But man, listen to how she's being. Happy marriage indeed, madam. Happy marriage indeed.
Hey, Melly. Hi, Melly. Come on, Dad.
And Chantal, I don't know what's going on. Can you stop with the baby talk? You're 40 years old. You're not 5. Stop with the baby talk. With the double words, dada, bell. Stop it. It's not cute. I know you're over there catering to the feedies. And I called you all the way out before with doing the baby, the adult baby fetish. And I'm sure you got mad at that. The fact that somebody knew about that and called you on it. And you stopped for a while. You put a halt on it because you got called out. But you're starting it up again. I don't know if you got people in your audience that are into that, or you're trying to attract people that are into that, and that's one more fetish that you can cater to, but quit it. It's creepy to watch a 40-year-old woman do that baby talk. That's not who you are. That's not who you were back in Canada. You weren't doing that crap then. You started it over in Kuwait with Salah. And I always figured that you were doing it because you were trying to be manipulative. Salah is younger than you, so you were trying to, in some ways, be younger than him so that he wouldn't get mad at you, but it's not cute. And I guarantee you that if you're doing the baby talk to manipulate him, it's not working. It's just not working. I think he's caught on to a lot of your games, a lot of your manipulative ways. So the efforts that you're putting forth to manipulate him, to keep him from getting mad at you, to keep him under your control, I got a feeling he's caught on to a lot of things. He's seeing through a lot of things, and he's looking for a way out, away from you. He's greedy, that's true. He's around for the money, and you've got him completely addicted to this free and easy lifestyle of not working. You weaved your golden web well. You got him caught in it. You got him used to just living carefree, and now he doesn't want to give it up. But understand, everybody has their limit. And at some point, he's going to reach his. And he's going to say the juice ain't worth the squeeze. I'm not getting paid enough for this nonsense. And walk. And no amount of threats or blackmail or temper tantrums or throwing things, because I got a feeling you're a bit of a thrower. You like to throw things, don't you? I bet. In an effort to scare people and dominate people and control people. At some point, he's going to walk. He's going to find an escape. He's going to reach that level of tolerance and go, I can't take anymore. So you can cut it out with the manipulative games. Not working. But cut out the baby talk, okay? If you're going to do that, if you want to cater to a fetish, take it to Patreon. Take it to OnlyFans. Take it somewhere. Just don't do it on YouTube. Because you know what? I'm about to do a retro react to you, and everybody's going to see you weren't talking like that during the Canadian Villa days. It just popped up in Kuwait out of nowhere.
She won't let me do it myself. Yalla.
And that's Chantal's excuse. She gets pets, and if they need something done, whether it's the litter box being changed, their nails being clipped, it's always the same excuse. I can't do it. I physically can't do it. Well, guess what? If you can't physically take care of your pet, or you can't figure out a system to where they get taken care of, you have no business owning a pet. Salah's there with you. Why can't he help you? Or why can't you hire someone to help in the pet care? Just pay them a certain amount and they'll take care of Julia for you. If you physically can't do it, if you can't stand up, if you can't change the litter box, if you can't feed them, you can hire someone to do these things. There's always somebody out there looking for work. That if they can make some money filling up some cat bowls, changing a litter box, playing with them, taking them to the vet, getting their nails clipped, putting the cone on them, they'll do it. I'm sure they'll do it. There's no excuse here, Chantal.
She doesn't know what's going to happen to her just now. Aww.
You know what, Chantal? I don't think it's about you don't want her to wear the cone because it makes her uncomfortable. I think you, in my opinion, are deliberately wanting to keep her ill because maybe it gives you pleasure to see her in pain. And you want to exploit her pain for YouTube. You're so pathetic that you find the most twisted, evil, wicked, horrible ways to get attention for yourself and your channel, rather than give us interesting content, great content. You use your pain and your discomfort and the pain and discomfort of your pets to get attention because you just don't want to work. Oh, I don't want to work for my channel. So am I in pain? Is my pet in pain? Let's use that. Let's make that into content. Although using that as content, it paints a really negative picture and people really get turned off, you know? Okay, Del Pondu says, rule number 1, Chantal lies. Also, if she got her license now, then that's the admission of her driving illegally before, right? That's true. She never got an international license. Also, she said recently her Canadian license expired. Required documents, Kuwaiti private driver's license, valid public driver's license issued from the applicant's home country, public vehicle license in the sponsor's name, blood type certificate. It's a lot of steps. Okay, this is an interesting clip courtesy of Kelly. Hey, Kelly. Kelly said, this is interesting. Please check it out and listen carefully and let me know what you think. Okay. All right. So this comment says, okay, hear me out. I wasn't understanding why Salah wouldn't come and just get his snacks. Then when Foodie tells him to come and help her with Julius Cone, he takes forever to come. When he comes in her door, when he comes in, you hear the door rattle like as if he's using his key. And then when leaves, you hear the front door shut. So was he in his other apartment? Is there really another apartment, another family? I never believed it, but now I'm starting to think that it could be true. Notice Foodie is always looking in the direction of the front door. Yep, we've been saying that for a while, that there's another apartment. But let's watch the clip in question.
Hi, Julia.
She ran away.
Yeah, isn't the bedroom in the other direction? Like the door is in one direction, the bedroom is in another direction, like the direction of the sound of his voice. It sounds like he is coming in the front door. And this comment right here saying, oh, wow, I always assumed he just had his own room, but this makes so much sense now. He has his own apartment and she has hers. That's why she never wants to show his door or room where she lives, because he always comes in through the front door. But there's also indicators that he doesn't live there. This woman streams at odd hours of the night, and she's not quiet. It's obvious that he's not there.
Hi, Julia.
And why is he saying hi, Julia, like he hasn't seen her in a while? Like the way he's greeting the cat.
She ran away.
And then he leaves. So it's obvious he's not there, Chantal. It's obvious he's not there. Queen of WTF says Chantal got her license in Kuwait. The lady who tracks her husband's every move and said she wants to be with him 24/7 is now looking forward to alone time. You know what? We're going to go over the getting of the license video she did. We'll do that later. But can I just say, Chantal, I watched some of it. You look terrible. You look unwell. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you've been crying. Your eyes look very, very swollen. They look almost jaundiced. And also you look like you were under the influence of something. What, were you taking some kind of medication? You looked altered. Like you took something of a sedative nature. But let's watch the clip.
You know, just doing more things that, you know, I can do on my own, or that, like I said, Salah might be busy, doesn't want to do it. So.
But he's supposed to be a busy guy, right? He's a busy businessman out there doing the money moves. And there's only one vehicle. So if he's a busy guy and he's working, that means he's going to have the vehicle. for most of the time, right? Because he's hustling. So when are you going to get to drive it? At night? If he's busy all day, that means the only time you're going to get the vehicle is if he comes back at night. And Chantal, look at me. I wear reader glasses. No shade, no shame in that. I have astigmatism. I've got bad vision. I don't know where your vision is. I don't know how bad it is, but just with my eyesight, I have night blindness. I have trouble seeing at night. So if Salah is busy all day doing his thing, and the only time that the car is being left alone is at night, I don't recommend you driving at night. I really don't. Because night blindness is a thing. It's hard to see. And you've been having eye problems. Something's going on with your one eye bulging more than the other. The leaking eye, that could be from diabetes. You won't get it checked out, but you're forever walking around not using your glasses. And that's why you're always squinting at the chat like this. You need to have your eyes checked. You really, really do. And you don't know if your vision is safe enough to drive, even during the daytime. So please don't drive. And I say that for the courtesy and the consideration of people in Kuwait. Don't put their lives in danger because you need an Oreo cookie soda or a sandwich.
Oh, yeah, I'll just, it's good to do things on your own sometimes. It's good to have a space, a little bit of space in a relationship. It's healthy. So,
but yet you were telling us a different story a while ago about you love the fact that you were in a country where everything was done for you. You love being a passenger princess. And oh, I love to not drive. Now suddenly you're changing your tune. I think the main motivator is food, y'all. Her food problem, her issue, it's way out of control. And I think she's running low on money. And Salah keeps telling her no. He's trying to hold her back. But Chantal is someone that she won't be held back. When she wants something, she wants something. So if he tells her, no, I'm not going out at like midnight to get you a donut, she wants to be able to go get her own doggone donut. And again, Chantal, don't be stupid. Don't drive at night. It's dark. You don't know where you are. You're not familiar with the area. Don't put other people's lives at risk just because you want some snack food.
Yeah.
So that's the clip. Okay. Oh, interesting information here from Meandering Thoughts saying, so her blinker Nader is false striking Chantal videos now. At the same time, she's going after channels again. Yep. Still in contact. And yep, if the Kuwait arc ever ends and she goes back to Canada, there'll be a couple or throuple again. What I say? What have I been saying, y'all? What have I been saying, y'all? She's still talking to him. She's still talking to him. It is also my opinion. My cards are saying she's still sending him money. She's sending him more money than she's giving to Salah. She's giving money to Nader. And it would check out because the stuck in the elevator live that she did, you guys can check this out if you want. I showed it on my channel, but you can check out it again if you like. The stuck in the elevator live that she did when she had just got paid and she bought all those foods and she sat there at her computer and ate them. They didn't even make it to the kitchen. The very same day, Nader did a video saying we did good, spending $100 on groceries. And the way that Google AdSense works, you have to make at least $100 to get cashed out in order to get that money. If you make less than $100, Google AdSense will not send it to you until there's at least $100. Also, the money that you get paid, it carries over to the next month. You don't get it at the end of the month on that month. You get it the following month. Just know that. So isn't it funny that the very day that Chantal got paid, she got a bunch of munchy food and Natter got $100 in groceries. He's not been getting much in the way of views, even with his live chats. So how in the world did he get $100 for groceries? Unless Chantal sent him some money. She's still supporting him. By giving him money, they still have an open pipeline of communication. So yeah, they're still talking. She's still floating him. She's still paying for stuff. Anybody notice that like her mukbang content has been on an uptick? And that's because she's got a lot going on her plate. She's supporting herself. She's supporting Salah. She's supporting Natter, paying for her place, another apartment for Salah, giving him like an allowance, giving Natter money. I mean, a lot of money is going out the door. That's why she's running out. Plus, also my opinion, I think something happens, Chantal. I think you and your nasty attitude, you've ticked off some of your feedy people. And some of them have gone away. I think the feedies are not there for you right now like they usually are, and it's causing you some stress. Because you got too lazy. You got way too lazy and you're depending too much on them. And when they disappear, when they decide to exit out, you freak out. And here you are, like lacking money. Well, that's when it's time to take inventory and realize, is it worth it to support two worthless men? Because I'm just running myself ragged trying to make them happy. You can't have your cake and eat it too, Chantal. You got to make a choice. At some point, you've got to make a choice. You can't have everything. You can't afford everything. Okay. Rubber pathological weirdo man says here, right here, the cat is in pain and expressing discomfort and moves away from being touched. Foodie Beauty's reaction confirms this is a new sound. Then she complains about how she hates the cone, not Julia. The incision was 100% open. Yeah, she's enjoying the fact that Julia is in pain. And I don't want to play the clip because that's going to make me upset. I'm going to say something that's going to get my channel struck. Malarkey Meter says she had another grocery haul. Salah's cracking the whip. The first time he says no, she'll threaten to go home to Cornwall. So here's the comment. Salah says, online and offline, I am telling you, no more snacks for you for the next 7 days at least. He can say what he wants. It's her money. How can he stop her from spending her money, especially if she's floating him and paying for his stuff? There's no way that he could stop her. He can yell and scream all she wants, but it's her money. She's going to spend it regardless. Okay. Florida Salt and Sass says, I think part of the reason she's being defiant now is not only does she get off on upsetting others, but Salah is coaxing her, soothing her, focusing on pleading with her, and gives her more attention. And the cat's well-being doesn't matter compared to that. It's sick. Yeah, it's really sick. Board PM says when Salah has more sense than Foodie. Also, Salah, she talks to you like you're a moron. Go back and watch. So here's some of the comments from Salah saying, put it back for her, please. Babe, put the cone back on. It's better for her, especially at the first 3 to 5 days after her operation. Salah says, yes, they hate it. Yes, I agree. But it's better for them to stay healthy and heal perfectly. All the more reason for Chantal not to do it. Oh, here's another interesting blast from the past, courtesy of Freya's Cats and DX. Freya's Cat says, Alex has worked very hard to get and stay sober. He has a great following, has built up his channel, and this beast is talking crap. But when anyone mentions her previous rug use, she cries, I was hurt. And that negates it. I'm angry now. Alex is a precious baby angel. So here's an interesting clip of Chantal that she chose to do when she was high. DX doing a recap says Chantal begins talking about poop, vomit, and eating potato corner, calls Alex a shook Xanax princess rude, and repeats that she once saw lines in the background of his live. You did not, you liar. But let's watch the clip with Chantal.
Person who has me here.
Shutter's place, and she look at her eyes. She's so high. And you guys can see the date. Foodie Beauty, high on Snapchat, June 3rd, 2021. Look at her eyes. Are you telling me that's a sober person? I don't know what she was taking that night, but she was flying. Just listen.
I just want to sincerely thank every single person who has just always supported me through good times and bad times. It's awkward when someone walks in. I'm sorry.
You know what, Chantal? You got me thinking right now. You got me thinking about you claiming to be a victim. I've made the point before that despite the fact that Nader allegedly hurt you, you were very, very comfortable with going to motel and hotel rooms with him and being alone with him with absolutely no protection. But seeing you like this, there's another point to be made. And the point is this. So not only were you comfortable enough to be with Nader in an enclosed space, nobody there to protect you in case he did something, but you felt comfortable enough to be in an altered state, which makes you vulnerable. A victim would never. Someone who's around someone who could potentially hurt them would never do this to themselves, would never allow themselves to be in an altered state around somebody else that they know they could get hurt. Because if you're not sober, you're not able to have all of your natural reflexes to run and to fight back. So, Miss Victim, you were okay with being around him alone. And also you felt comfortable enough to get high and party. Real victims wouldn't.
But I just wanted to say that. And yes, hamburger eyes. Vive 420. And I love you guys. And I really like that you guys are on this journey with me. And I respect.
Okay, I'm going to take a guess in the dark about what she's on. I could be wrong, and it's okay if I am. Just the way she's breathing and the way she's behaving. I think that you and Nader were doing some butt mushrooms. Let's call it that. Yeah. The ones that make you see pretty colors. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Yeah. That's what I think. I could be wrong. It's okay if I am, but I'm just taking a guess. I think you were tripping the light fantastic.
All non-paid members have dry mouth. The same as paid members.
Either that or Molly Go Lightly.
And I just really love you guys. So thank you so much for being part of my life experience. And I'll see you.
So there was Chantal being a victim, right? Around Nader. Comfortable enough to not only be around him, but be high as balls at the same time. Okay, what else we got here? Where are we right now? Okay, we're almost at an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the retro react. And I hope you guys enjoy. So let me set the stage for you real quick before we get into it. This is how she spent her Valentine's Day. She spent her Valentine's Day not out doing something fun for herself. She sat at home and essentially yelled at her TV screen. Nader was doing a live stream, so Chantal fired up a live stream, and as ridiculous as it sounds, like he was on his channel live streaming, she was on hers live streaming, and she was shouting at the screen because Nader was watching her, and apparently she was watching Nader. They were doing the drama online for them both to get views. And there's a lot of foul language. I will warn you guys of that. Like she had a potty mouth. She still does, but she had a really bad potty mouth this day for those that don't like profanity. But imagine being a victim, a supposed victim, and willingly watching the person who hurt you on YouTube. You're watching their live stream. You are paying attention to them. You're giving them attention. You're arguing back and forth with them. This is something that real victims don't do. Real victims stay away from the person who hurt them. And you guys are going to see she was comfortable enough that she was watching him, arguing with him, provoking him. That's another thing you don't do as a real victim. You don't provoke that person who did you harm. And she was provoking, and he was provoking her, and they were feeding off each other's negative energy. It was insane. Insane. So for those that are coming over here who might be Beezers, maybe you haven't seen this stream before. I understand if you haven't. It's buried. But I'm happy to unbury it and bring it for your attention. Or maybe there are those of you that are not Beezers that you just weren't around during this time period. As I said before, Crackhead Olympics was wild. It was wild. Crazy. Well, let's get off that. Let's go here. And again, this is courtesy of the channel Hot Wasabi. And thank you once again for posting this Hot Wasabi. I'm going to give a thumbs up to the video. I hope you guys go over and give them a thumbs up and leave a comment. Enjoy the rest of their content. So let's see how Chantal spends Valentine's Day. Let's see. Let me just get this started here. Oh, not too far. I am so sorry. Dang it.
Where's my remote? I gotta pee. I'm disease? Oh, okay. Are you fucking serious? Hi, guys. You are a fucking... Oh, we're upstairs now. Good for you. That's my fucking shirt! You fucking prick. You better not be laughing. What is he fucking doing?
Okay. A little bit more context. During a period of fighting, I don't know if it was during this period, Nader was at his place, and he was mocking Chantal, putting on her clothing and stuffing pillows and blankets and stuff underneath the dress, and he was mocking her, pretending to fart. It was actually kind of funny, but mocking Chantal and how big she was. And this went on for days.
You better not ruin my fucking clothes. Dude, shut the fuck up. You look like He-Man. You fucking cokehead. I swear to God. This is sad. Nobody liked your gross onion soup, so you have to make fun of me for views with your ugly new girlfriend? And that's my grandma's blanket in the background, stupid. Still.
Yep. Well, what were you doing taking your grandma's blanket over there? Your grandmother had passed away. Why would you take something sentimental and bring it to his house and not bring it home? Shows how much you really love grandma.
No sheets on the bed, I see. Dude, you're like 100 girlfriends.
See, there she is. Proof that she's watching him. Why would you do that if the person in question has hurt you? Why would you want to see their face? Why would you want to even breathe their name? Victim where? Victim who? I don't see one. Does anybody else see one? Because If I'm missing something, let me know, but I don't think I am. I think she's a predator who preys on people. She's a narcissist who preys on people, and she gets mad when she doesn't get what she wants. It's all about her. It's all about her getting what she wants. She doesn't care who it hurts. She doesn't care how it affects someone, how it affects one of her pets. It's all about how deeply selfish she is. She's just playing follow the leader with her cravings, her addictions, her wants, her needs, and she doesn't consider anybody else around her. So all that talk about I'm a victim, no. She's mad because right now she's not at Natter's place. It's Valentine's Day. Dee Dee's there. Because Dee Dee is there, she can't go over. She can't spend time with Natter and spend V-Day with him. Although even if she did, it would not be romantic. Natter is not a romantic person. She's mad because she's not there, getting what she wants, which is time with Natter.
Do you think bought all those tracksuits? I bought 3 of those items. Hey, she thinks she's a skinny legend. She's a fucking, I swear to God. What is he fucking doing? You going through your drawer of sadistic sex toys? Or all your unpaid bills? Which one? Look at all my tracksuits. Dee Dee really thinks she's fucking something, doesn't she? Can we please humble her?
And here's some more weird behavior. Here's something else to think about. So if you are a victim and there's somebody even on YouTube that has hurt you, they've done you a lot of wrong, and they get with somebody new, why not celebrate? Why not say, well, that painful thing is out of my life. They can't do me any kind of harm. I can start over and put that behind me. Let somebody else deal with him, because him dealing with me, it was toxic. Why sound bitter and angry and jealous over somebody else being with somebody who was not good for you, who was toxic with you? How does jealousy factor into that? If you and somebody else are not good together and they were abusive to you, why would you be jealous of that unless no abuse happened? Unless it was a lie. A great big lie.
Fuck off, Dee Dee, you stupid bitch. Did you hear her? How in the fuck is this bitch gonna laugh at my extended belly when she... What? He's so full of shit. Oh, but he's okay to talk about Pete's, though. I'm hot. So take off your clothes and get Dee Dee to lick your vinegary ball sack like you do every night. You look beside a fucking tank, and you're gonna make fun of my body? You're 145 pounds soaking wet. You're gonna make fun of my body? Fuck yourself. This guy is in bitch drama. Like, seriously. Are you proud to be involved in bitch drama? You're a freaking loser.
That's funny coming from you, Chantal. That's funny. Because even to this day, you're involving Natter in the girl world drama. You're using him to do your dirty work. Didn't I just read out a tweet where Natter is striking people, not for stuff that people are doing on him, but stuff that people are doing on you? Why would he do that if the two of you truly hated each other? Unless you don't. Unless you've talked to him and you're using him as a cat's paw to do your dirty work. Because as I've mentioned before, you're always thinking about yourself. You're always thinking about your channel, and you don't want anything to happen to it, because if something did, you'd be completely screwed. You wouldn't be able to make money on YouTube. You wouldn't be able to make money on Cameo, because you are using YouTube as a portal to pull people on Cameo and also offline for the requests. So you ask other channels to sacrifice themselves on your behalf, to take the bullets for you. If something happens to their channel, maybe you throw them some money, maybe you don't. But you get them involved in your mess and have them fight your battles. And so it would appear Natter is, even though he has no reason to strike people. If it involves your content, he has no reason to go after people. It's not his content, it's yours. So you would have to be the one to make the complaint, not him. You. But you're still trying to use other people to do stuff for you. But the two of you are supposed to be enemies, right? You're supposed to be enemies. But it seems weird that he's doing things on your behalf. No, it doesn't seem weird to you? I think so. I really think so.
Oh my god. She's your good friend. You don't know any of these things about her? Oh, could it be because you're a fucking liar? I hope they turn me on because I'm gonna fucking lose it on them. My grandma's blanket in the background. Why did I ever bring it there? Yeah! Right, what?
Now you can tell this is fake. You can tell this is totally fake because she's laughing. How can you laugh at something like this? She's happy to watch the two of them. I'm pretty sure they planned all of this. Because if you hate somebody, you're not laughing. You're not laughing and having a good time. This was all staged, planned. Maybe they had a conversation. Let's get some YouTube drama going. Let's involve the audience. Let's involve the reactors. Because remember, these are 3 adult people we're talking about. They could have gotten on the phone and argued all they wanted all night long and not involved us. They chose to do this for a reason. And the reason was they wanted to make money.
Watching me. Why are you fat shaming me? Dee Dee's fat too. You sound pathetic, Dee Dee. Fucking bitch. This is you laughing at everything Natter says. Have an ugly fucking comb over, bitch. Go smoke more cigarettes. Go back to Les Shin, you fucking desperate old bitch. Shut the fuck up, fat shamer. You're a fat shamer, and Dee Dee's a desperate old fat bitch. Chris Farley looking ugly fucking bitch.
You know, it's just so weird to look at Chantal right now. And I know she's wearing the hijab and the abaya, but my goodness, she was so much smaller then. And she had her nails done. It's been a while since I've seen Chantal having her nails done the right way. It's like, wow. To see the foodie of the past. And I'm sitting here thinking about things, Chantal. You can go back to your content, like all the different years, and you can actually see the shift in attitude. How you went from caring about yourself a little bit to not caring at all. Because when you started YouTube, you cared about your appearance. Making sure your hair was done, making sure your nails were done, that your makeup was on. And then over the course of time, that just kind of all slowly went away. Now you don't care about yourself at all. And you don't even care about your channel at all. But you can see the shift almost, the thinking of like caring about YouTube, caring about your channel, caring about your audience. And then how your mind just shifted over to where I don't care about anything. You can literally almost see it. You can tell. You just stop caring about yourself and the channel too.
Everything is gonna look big on you. You're 140 pounds. You're the one wearing my slippers, bitch. You're the one wearing my fucking slippers, bitch. The fucking bitch you're fucking right now on my blanket is fucking fat too. Dee Dee is a fat, ugly bitch. Ugly bitch. And you think Dee Dee's better than Pete? You look embarrassing hanging out with somebody who's fucking 85.
Chantal looks like the Kool-Aid man. Remember that?
Oh, Dee Dee, not your fucking geriatric insults. Dee Dee's geriatric insults. I haven't heard that one since grade 3, you fucking moron. You're the one wearing red yesterday. You're fucking 400 pounds, 6'2", you dumb fucking bitch. And you fucking are ugly as fuck. Natter, you're fucking stupid. Bring it, bring it, bring it.
When is the last time we've seen Chantal have this much energy? Like she was on fire this night. Like she was a pinky rage. All of that was in full effect. When is the last time we've seen her had this much energy? if she tried to get mad these days, she'd run out of steam within 5 minutes. Like, her health is really, really bad. But this, ladies and gentlemen, this is Crackhead Olympics. This was her all the time. She was on 100 all the time. This is prime, though. Like this, she was just mad. Yes, she was.
Bring it. Yeah, right. Your arthritis won't let you. Your arthritis won't let you, bitch. Your arthritis won't let you, bitch. Oh, come on down. Yeah, I can, bitch. Can you go back in your Uber bus, you fucking dumb idiot? Ugh. You're both obsessed with me. This fucker, have fun supporting him. Have fun. 250 to come here to suck your dick because you're fucking desperate. You can't be alone, right? Yeah. Where's the fish stick? Come see him, asshole. Bring Dee Dee over here. You and Dee Dee over here right fucking now in your Uber. Yeah, that's right. Walk here, bitch. He'll wear eyelashes and be more of a man than you. Poppers. Yeah. Make fun of it, poppers.
With a person who allegedly hurt you this way? Would it be possible? No. You really wouldn't be able to. That's why there's rule number 1 and rule number 2. Rule number 1, Chantal lies. Rule number 2, Chantal tells on herself. And it's moments like this where she is telling on herself. You know, 1 minute crying about being a victim, he hurt me so much, but then doing things like this to prove that she lied. And that's why the archives are so valuable. That's why the clip channels and the reaction channels are so valuable. Because she chose to do these things. She chose to do them for the purpose of making money on YouTube. And during this time period, she made a lot. And she expects that everything from her past should just disappear. So she can forever keep changing the narrative and telling lies. And the fact that there are archive channels and clip channels out there, she can't do that. Because we can forever bring stuff up that she wants everybody to not know or she wants them to forget. And nothing makes her more mad than when somebody does a retro react. Hi, Chantal. You know, this is your punishment, Chantal, for A, lying about being a victim, B, giving us boring content, C, for being a bad pet owner, for not taking care of your cat. You want to be boring and you want to be evil and not treat your pet well? Pay the price. I'll keep doing all kinds of retro reacts on you. Do you hear me? I will. I'm actually looking for the best ones to react to. There's some that I'm still looking for, but I'm going to do more of them because I think the Beezers need to be aware of who you were then and who you still are now. Because you have never changed. You may have put on a different set of clothing, but the person underneath the clothing is exactly the same, if maybe worse. They all need to know.
Dee Dee's underwear. Let's see Dee Dee's great Granny Fruit of the Loom panties. You're there. He doesn't give a fuck. He just needs a warm body to stroke his ego and his fucking dick every night.
So y'all can see the way she is. Does anybody believe that somebody who's this extreme, this profane, this obscene, this feral could go from this to being demure within a matter of a couple of years? Not possible. Not possible. In this moment, a life that she wanted to live, everything was completely under her control. Nobody forced her to do anything. And she had more moments of happiness during Crackhead Olympics than she ever did during her time in Kuwait with Salah, pretending to be something that she is not. That's where some of her misery comes from, pretending to be demure and a traditional wife and wear tons of clothing and putting on a faith that is not her own. trying to conform to something that is not her. She was happier then than she is now.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm so fucking mad right now. Let's see Dee Dee's underwear. Half my size. So you're full of shit by your type.
He actually showed a pair of Chantal's underwear. And I don't want to gross everybody out, but let's just say they were not clean. It looked like she had had perhaps an accident in her undies, or she hadn't washed them properly. I'll leave that to your imagination. I don't want to make it nauseous.
Size doesn't matter and everyone's beautiful, but you're going to sit there and fat shame me just because you're fucking mad at me? Oh, real nice. You're so obsessed with being a man that you're not even a man. You don't realize that. Yeah, they're full of your dirty...
Look at her. She's having a good time. She's like, this is what she likes to do. She likes to put people down. She's not really mad because she's laughing. Keep telling on yourself, Foodie.
Pete and I are fucking tonight. What? I won't. Who drove you home from Montreal?
Well, that was creepy. Pete and I are having sex tonight. That was creepy. Pete and I are having sex tonight. Something a predator would say. Like being aggressive and insisting the two of you are going to have sex tonight. Did you ask him? Did you ask him if he wanted to? How he felt about it? You're going to push yourself on him? Creepy, Chantal. Creepy predator behavior.
Montreal.
You bring me from Montreal, so you drive high. So you drive high. You drive high? If you go pick me up from Japan,
Okay.
If you like,
All right. Admit it. Fine.
Oh, lie about bringing me from Montreal.
Admit that I drove you then.
If you bring me from Montreal,
Okay? Admit it. You lied to your audience. Because we've been together for 9 fucking months, and I'm at your house every day in your bed, and you tell people no. You're a liar. Why are my fucking underwear there? You know you fucking are.
You can, Chantal, come here. Come here. We need to have a talk. Listen, you can be a side piece to somebody for a year, 10 years. You start out as a side piece, you might stay as a side piece. It doesn't mean that you're in a relationship. You could be a booty call or a friends with benefits thing for the 100 years. It doesn't mean you're in a relationship. You're in a relationship when the other person and yourself, you're both on the same wavelength. You both feel for each other emotionally, but you also feel drawn to each other. You have like a spiritual bond. You've never had that with Natter. That's why you always stayed the pay pig, the side piece, the low cow, the cow that he milked to get the money out of. That is why every time you went to Natter's, you had to pay him. You had to take care of him and pay his bills and pay his rent because he did not truly like you. If he truly liked you, you would have been welcome over there for free and he would have taken care of his own bills and his own rent. Paying people to be around you is the only way people can be around you. That's how bad you are. I mean, look at the situation. All those times that you paid for his groceries, you paid the rent, you paid for the iPhone, you paid for the iPad, you bought him clothes, you took him on trips to hotels and motels and took him to dinner, you bought the party favors, you bought the liquor. You did all of that. You made him a channel. You made his thumbnails. You filmed his content for him. And yet, you had to keep paying. And then Dee Dee can walk up into Club Natter, get past the velvet rope without paying the door fee. How is that possible? Because he likes her. You, not so much.
Are bored with fucking Dee Dee, and you're gonna be bored. Good luck. Have a nice life. Dee Dee, you're a desperate, fucking, pathetic loser. Let's go. Let's go. Classy? Buying fucking wine from the Petro Canada? Bitch, I buy us fucking set asshole. Look at me. You fucking fucked me for 9 months, so don't fucking go there. Don't you worry, honey. Here's Dee Dee chiming in. Dumb fucking bitch, I swear to God. You have five fucking brain cells. You and Dee Dee have 5 brain cells between the three of you. The three of you. You're fucking pathetic. You need some fucking groceries or...
And I feel like if this wasn't staged, which I feel it is, but if let's just say on a devil's whim that it wasn't staged, Chantal liked to go live and do things. If she knew that Natter and Dee Dee were spending time with each other, she would deliberately go live and cause a bunch of ruckus because she couldn't stand the idea of Natter, A, being with another woman, and B, having a good time with them. So she was going to do whatever she could to disrupt that private time. And that gave her a sense of satisfaction of, I messed up your night.
For what? You look really small. You need some fucking Bastorma, baby. Shut up. We're fine. Oh, we're fine. Don't worry, we're fine. Have fun spending all your fucking vacation at the trap with the clap. Yeah, okay.
So what? Do you see how ridiculous this is? She is angry about Dee Dee being there and spending time with Natter. Like the jealous female in her, do you see it? Do you see it? The mask is off. It's just off. What you're looking at right here is a jealous, bitter, scorned woman. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And she is scorned. All that vitriol coming out of her mouth is because she can't be there. If she were there, she would have nothing to say. But since Dee Dee is there, she's got plenty to say. If Natter's horrible, and if he gave you an STD, why are you mad that somebody else is with him, Chantal?
Okay. Fuck off. Fuck the both of you. The Moroccan guy, I already fucked him, thank you very much. And
No,
he's
you
more of a
didn't.
man than you. You have company. You have a woman there you should be fucking. I don't care, he's poking a hot bowl too. I'm not scared of him. You fucking brown-nosing, dumb fucking fat bitch.
You don't deserve it.
What happened to you spreading me open and I love this pussy?
Ew. Sorry. TMI. I did not know she was going to say that. Ew. So sorry, guys. So sorry.
You fucking full of shit. You're full of shit. You love Ramona. Oh, you do. I know you do. I'll introduce you. Nate and Jules. You see Dee as sexy and you are honestly gonna make fun.
You know what the punchline of the joke was? Both Dee Dee and Chantal were stupid. They were both being used for different things. First, Chantal was used because of all the money that she was providing when she had it. And then later on, Natter moved from Gatineau to Montreal to live in Dee Dee's house. Like he was looking for a soft place to land. And Dee he just happened to have the condo. So he moved in with her and he's been there ever since. So using both women, the puppet master, you got Chantal puppet on one hand, got the Dee Dee puppet on the other, using one for a place to stay and one for money and party favors.
Back on? I need to say that. That fucking bitch. This mouthy bitch, I swear to God. Can you fucking believe this mouthy friggin' bitch? Oh man, I swear I would fucking smack her. Fuck you, you were sleeping at my man's house, you dumb fucking idiot. Don't touch my blanket. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck you. Gave me the green, you fucking cheating piece of shit.
This is not victim behavior. This is not. This might be scorned, bitter, angry, jealous, ex-girlfriend behavior at best, but this is not victim behavior. This is not. Because no victim would ever engage this way with their abuser. Would never want to. Do you get it now, Beezers? Do you understand what I'm saying? She's a liar. She's been a liar. I'm someone who've actually been through DV. The real thing, not made up for YouTube. I've been there. I've been through that. I got out. And there's lots of people on YouTube that they've been through it. Maybe they're still going through it. But those that have gone through it and they're on the other side, they are survivors. And Chantal used the topics of SA and DV to make a lot of money. We're talking, goodness, several thousand. I don't know exactly how much, but lots and lots of money. It was so profitable that she brought up those topics more than once and triggered a lot of people everywhere. And she didn't care if she triggered people. She didn't care if she brought back some experiences and memories in the mind that people would rather forget. It was all about, what can I do to make money on YouTube? I don't care if I have to trigger people, hurt people, remind people of things that maybe they want to forget. I'll do what I got to do for me. Chantal likes to cry victimhood, but she's never been a victim. She's a person to make other people into victims. Do you understand? And she was that way before YouTube, way before Natter. She's that person that she will walk up to you, size you up, figure you out, talk to you, figure out what your weak points are, what your Achilles heel might be, and she'll exploit everything. If you got something she wants, she'll try and get it out of you. And if you're a man, she'll keep you in her back pocket in case she needs you. She won't let you go. Once you're in her crosshairs, that's it. But she's abusive. She's confessed to being verbally abusive. She might be physically abusive. Like, she strikes me as a bit of a thrower, that she throws things when she gets mad. She did confess that once when Pete said that he thought Grace Kelly was pretty, she threw a chair. That's why I say I think she's a thrower. She intimidates people with her tantrums and her mood swings. She's a weak person looking for weaker people to hurt, manipulate, and control. So, victim who and victim where? I don't see one. I'm not going to see one in front of me.
Clap, fucking brick house, ugly piece of shit, bitch. Dee Dee, go to the clinic. Go to the clinic. Go to the clinic. So you from me, you stupid asshole? No, you're not my.
You took everything from me. What exactly did he take? What did he take from you, Chantal? Explain. What did he take from you? I think the correct terminology is, you chose to do things for him. You chose to. You chose to buy him the phone, the iPad, the groceries, pay the rent, pay the phone, make the channel, make the content, do the thumbnails. You did all of that for one reason. Not because you're a good person, because you wanted control. You wanted to control him. You wanted to integrate yourself into his life in an effort to control every aspect of him and spend the max amount of time with him. And it just didn't work. And that's what you're mad about. The fact that your master plan did not work. And he ended up with somebody else. And as far as who used who, let's paint the whole picture. I think you both used each other. I think it went both ways. You used him for companionship, someone to party with. Your life was boring. It was bland. It was dull. You were looking for some excitement. So for whatever reason, you put Natter out of the hat. And you got off on this whole dialogue going on in your head of, I'm a bad girl. He's a bad boy. We're bad together. It is us against the world. Like, that's what you were rolling with. But you used him too. You used him. Like, you turned him into content. And you made several $1,000s, including him in with your content and streaming back to back with him. How much money did you make off of Natter, Chantal? How much? You did report that there were a few months that you made $20,000, $30,000 paychecks. So if you made, let's just say on the low side, $20,000 for 3 months in a row, that's $60,000. And that's not counting what you were doing offline with the feedies. And that's not counting the other months. So what, 70, 80 grand, maybe 100 grand you made during Crackhead Olympics? Okay? You made quite a bit of money using him. That was your lowest point personally and your highest point financially. And it's nobody's fault that you didn't pay your taxes. It's nobody's fault that you didn't put the money away and do what you need to do with it. You spent it all. You wasted it all. So now it's incorrect that you step up to the reaction channels and say, I want your money because I was too stupid back in the day to put some of my money away and put my money in savings. It's not our fault that you're dumb when it comes to money. We're not the reason, we're not the cause that you're lacking money these days. You spend money as fast as you make it. You're supporting two men in two different places. That's why you're broke. That and the fact that you're lazy and you're not working. Not our fault. We're doing what we've always done. We've not changed, but you and your world have changed. And that's where the difference lies.
My man now, and you never will be. Go to the clinic, you fucking brown-nosing bitch. The fucking STI clinic called me dumb of women all day long on fucking Messenger. Desperate old women like Dee Dee. Ugly, who can't get anyone to fuck them like Dee Dee. I'm not crying over you. Fuck that shit. You dumb cunt. He was going to come with me. Shut the fuck up. Shut your ugly fucking mouth up, bitch. Shut up or I'm driving there right the fuck now.
The threats. I'm going to come over there right now. Again, if you were a victim, why would you want to see the person who hurt you? Why would you be watching them? Why would you want to drive over there? Chantal is acting like she's going to do something. She's not going to do anything. She won't. She's just making threats on live. She doesn't mean it.
I will drive there right the fuck now. This guy's going to fucking get it. This guy's going to fucking get it.
More threats. She's threatening Natter. I'm going to go over there and do something. What are you going to do? Call the cops? If you're on a live, Chantal, and you are being aggressive, making threats, the cops could have gotten called on you. And this lie that you did could be used as evidence that you're over there with the intention of going to somebody's house with the intention to cause harm.
You look like a fucking string bean. Fuck off, you're not fit. You disgusting ghetto Gatineau whore. You probably fucked your roommate on the couch. You fucked your roommate and gave me gonorrhea, and now you're giving it to Dee Dee. Fuck you. That's really good, Natter. The sausage is so good, Natter. Ooh, it's so good. Eat some more, Dee Dee, you fucking bitch. The next minute, you fucking...
And that's the funny thing about the whole thing going on between Natter and Chantal. She's a liar. She's a scammer. And she knew from the jump that Natter was a liar and a scammer. You would think somebody who's a liar and a scammer would recognize another liar and scammer when they met them. Like you always know one of your own. What's that old saying? You can't bullshit a bullshitter. Well, she's a bullshitter. And she was dealing with another bullshitter. And she couldn't see through his. That he was telling her, I love you, I love you. Well, if he loved you, why were you paying for everything? He was telling her what she wanted to hear. What she needed to hear in order to get that money flowing in the door for him. She knew. She knew he was lying and she didn't care.
Invite fucking doo-doo face over. To make me jealous.
Oh my god, you guys. I can't.
Can't fucking.
Where?
Dee Dee said, Bola. Let's see. Don't talk about my fucking mother, because if you do, I swear to fucking God, you will regret it. You talk about my mom one more time, you will fucking regret it. Bad. You will regret it bad. You shaved my head, you asshole. You're gonna fuck me for 9 months and then make fun of how I look? You think you're hot?
Wait, what?
No, don't.
What do you mean that he shaved your head? You shaved your head first. Yeah, for anybody who wasn't around, look. Chantal, she had a hysterectomy ages ago, which means she should have been on hormone replacement therapy. She wasn't. She didn't. I don't know if that contributed to her hair loss, but she's got almost a male pattern baldness where, parts of her head just don't grow hair anymore. It could also be due to hormones or lack of a proper diet. I'm not sure. Only a doctor would know. But her hair loss was rapid. First she was wearing the hair fibers. She would buy this stuff by the can that she just sprayed it on, and it disguised some of the baldness. And then she started wearing wigs, to feel more comfortable. But then she decided, you know what? I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to shave my head. So she completely shaved herself bald. And I think, in my opinion, it looked better bald than to have the patchy hair. So she's saying that Natter shaved her head? Nah, you shaved your head. But why would you let somebody who is abusive shave your head, Chantal?
What are you doing?
I just want to note that,
Oh, here comes Pete.
overhearing all the yelling from my room, coming out of this looking good. Everyone involved looks like assholes here. Just fucking,
Turn him on.
that is all you need to do.
That's true.
That's all that's needed.
It's pretty sad when voice is the voice of reason. He just came in saying, look, I can hear all the BS from my room, yo. Shut up. Shut up. Because she's yelling and screaming at the top of her lungs. And he's like, hey, just cut it out. You're in here making yourself mad. You're watching these people when you don't have to. You're aggravating yourself. There's no reason for it. Just stop. Just turn it off. Turn him off. You're both feeding off each other, and it's dumb.
Okay. Well, that's good. Oh, I have a fucking headache. Oh.
So, she felt embarrassed. After Pete came in and basically just let her know, you're acting stupid, she turned it off. She feels embarrassed now.
Sorry. You know how I can fix my bald head issue? Oh, hey, fucking guy. What's this? Big old nice boobies? Have a nice day. I'm Shiesty Boat or Shield at gas station.
And for those who are asking, what is she wearing? She's wearing like a little negligee type thing. You can see the bra underneath. This was a common occurrence during Crackhead Olympics. Chantal coming online dressed in pretty much nothing. There were moments when she would actually wear less than that. But she was doing it to get attention and also get Natter's attention.
Her hair and office budget. Fucking lose it. Dee has so much class. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. She's that. Like, Dee quit her natural hair because you're losing brain cells. And yeah, more than when I do edibles, because apparently just sitting there and going, my bloomers in the crotch area discolored because of his nasty cum.
Ew. Just ew. Gross. I don't think that would make your underwear discolored, Chantal. I mean, there is such a thing called bleach. That if you get stains on your clothing, a lot of times bleach will take it out. And if you get a pair of underwear and they are that stained from whatever, it's time to throw them away and get a new pair.
Over and over and over again. He's gonna show like, okay, so your discharge is gross.
Oh God, I am so sorry, y'all. Lord, the things she talked about back then.
So
bless her heart. She's so sick.
Disgusting. I am over the fact that this fucking asshole has the nerve to sit there fucking another woman, a complete bitch, and do everything he does and then be like, and then have the nerve to give me shit. Like, what? It's fucking ridiculous. Do you know why she had those subs? Based on the premise she was a fucking very, very inspirational weight loss channel, dissing Amber Lynn. The only reason she has any subscribers, e.g., is because of Amber Lynn and me. And if you ever don't think that, you're deluded more than I am, which I never thought I would say, but there you go. He showed my underwear. You're disgusting. You degrade women, and you think that people are going to laugh? Like what? What do you think you're going to do? Become a react? You think you're going to fucking make it bigger than me? You think interesting than me? You and Dee Dee have a little empire going with your full butt. No, you're going nowhere. And you know, stupid. You everything. I gave you the platform you have that you're insulting me on right now. So fuck you. Look, these underwear. Let's so shit. Making fun of my bald head? You shaved my fucking head for me. I can put on a wig. Look, there you go. I look better than Dee Dee already. Dee Dee's beautiful. And you? What about you? Making fun of Pete's? Making fun of me? Look at him fucking mirror. We're arguing over live stream because we have each other blocked everywhere. Gano undies. Yeah, show my Gano undies. Pretty sure I wore those the last time I was there.
Like the obsession is real, y'all. The obsession is so real with this one. It's crazy. Obsessed over a guy that used you financially, allegedly hurt you physically, angry at him, paying attention to him, mad. And by the way, since Chantal made his channel, that means that anytime she could have pulled the plug. If he hurt her in any way, because she claims that, like, I'm an Aries. Aries are so wrathful. Well, if you are really wrathful, why didn't you pull the plug on his channel and be done with it? The end. I mean, if you want to hurt Natter and he's greedy and he's all about the money, cut off his money. Block his phone number. Never talk to him again. She never did that. They never stopped talking, y'all. They never lost contact. Booger, what are you doing? Hey, you. They never lost contact. They've always stayed in contact. Always.
Actually, trying on a women's clothing and body shaming is disgusting. Exactly. Apologize. Thanks. I'll take that apology with a dozen roses, actually. Thank you. He does choose me. Why? Okay, why in the fuck? Dee Dee, you look so desperate. You come down all the way on your little fucking Uber short bus all the way to Ghetto Gatineau, and you spent a whole week there, and he's watching me the whole time? Loser, 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 loser. I have 1.6K, and yeah, exactly.
So she was bragging about, I've got 1.6K people in my live chat, and he's got 200. Boy, how things have changed. How things have changed, huh, Chantal? You can't even pull 500 in your chat anymore. Even when you're raging about FFG and Yaba and the reactors and you're just doing the most, you're not pulling that many people anymore. And you're trying desperately to think of something, anything, to get the attention on yourself. And you're mad. And you're blaming the reactors. Oh, it's their fault. They're taking my views. They're stealing my content. Once again, Chantal, I'm going to point this out in case you didn't hear me the first time. The reactors, the reaction channels are not doing anything different than what they've ever done. As a matter of fact, there are less reactors now than what there were before. There's less people reacting to you now than there was in the past. And in the past, you were making good money. And you understood how it worked. This symbiotic relationship of sorts. One hand washes the other. You make your content. The reactors react to you. We talk about you. And yes, we might get people that sub up to our channels because they enjoy what we have to say about you. But because we're reacting to you, somebody somewhere online might find you because of reaction video and come check you out. You understood how that worked. And you left the system alone. Because you understood that even bad press is good press. It gets your name out there. That's when you cared about your channel. That's when you actually worked on your channel. So all of this ruckus about, oh, we're taking your money and that's why your money is going down. No, is because you stopped caring about your channel much. You're supporting two different men. You're paying for the Oceanside villa. You're paying for Salah's other apartment. You're giving money to Natter. You got your food habit. There is too much money going out the door and not enough coming in. And all of the feedy requests that you do, it's just keeping your head barely above water. The smart thing would be to just cut down on some of your expenses. That might give you some breathing room. But by trying to hold on to both men in two different places is expensive. So don't get mad at us. You chose that arrangement. Now you got to pay the price. But we're not taking a lot of money out of your pocket. Truth be told, you're taking money out of your own pocket by being foolish. Not our fault, not our problem.
Okay, listen, is he watching me? You fucked up, and you made me pay for your fuck up by me apologizing on camera. Like, you hear her? No, honey, we're fine. Go back to fucking your own house and eat your own fucking groceries. Fine. I hate you even buy me. I can bitch, and I can drive. Can you not? No, you can't. So shut your fucking ugly piece of shit mouth. That's right. Shut it now. Shut it. Didi's comebacks. You look like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh, that's so funny. Still hotter than you, bitch. Still hotter than you. Whatever.
She's not watching him anymore, and she still hasn't
Still
shut
hotter
up.
than you. Fuck off. You have the sex appeal of a fucking.
See all this
piece of
stuff she's
drywall.
saying about Didi? All these insults that she's throwing at Didi. Yet, Chantal, you had a threesome situation with Natter and Didi. These people that you allegedly hate. And it happened twice. Twice, lady. It blows the mind to think about it happened once. But twice? You got all these insults to Didi. You find her unattractive. She's a big woman, blah, blah, blah. Yet you were able to do the most intimate of things with that woman. Twice. Twice. Yeah, I don't think you hate Didi as much as you claim. I think there's the stuff you say on YouTube, and there's a whole different deal going on when the cameras are turned off.
You're gonna come for me? She looks like a beast. Too. They put
No,
me through
no, no,
fucking
no,
mental
no, no,
torture,
no.
and
You put yourself through mental torture. You made the choice each and every time to talk to him, talk about him, pay attention to him, watch his channel, support him, make the drive over to the place in Gatineau and then in Montreal. All of those were your choices. So you chose to hurt yourself and torture yourself and make yourself upset. You did that to yourself.
fucking had it, and I'm fucking giving it to them back to them. I don't give a fuck. Who would waste their time off sitting there watching any man degrade a woman he was sleeping weeks before? Days before she came, I was fucking him. Like, you're gonna attack me? Since meeting him, I haven't slept with a single person. And this whole time, he's been cheating. He's gonna say, oh, I wasn't cheating, I wasn't with her. That's okay. You can tell them whatever you.
And it's impossible to cheat on somebody if you're not in a relationship with them. If you're not in a committed relationship with somebody, they're free to do what they want with other people, and so are you, but there's no cheating. I know she likes to use that word a lot, but you can't cheat if you're not really in a relationship. That's just how it works.
You want? I know. I'm jealous of Didi. Really?
You are. Oh, you are.
I'm jealous of Didi?
Yeah. Yep.
You're jealous of Pete. You're jealous of Pete. And you're fucking stupid. You're gonna stay up all night with him and be tired for work. You guys are
And she never cared about Pete when they lived together. She really didn't. She was horrible to Pete. And make no mistake, Pete is not my favorite person. For the way he treated BBJ, he can go kick rocks, okay? He can go kick rocks. I think even to this day, Pete's has buried anger and rage that has Chantal's name all over it, that he needs to go to therapy for, get it all worked out. But when he lived with Chantal, he took out his anger on BBJ, his resentment for Chantal on BBJ, because she couldn't fight back. He would grab her face with his hand and say, "No mercy." And that poor baby, we now know, had rotten teeth and oral issues. He was not nice to her. And it all had to do with the fact that the cat, BBJ, started out being a cat named Casey. Casey, BBJ, was a cat that Chantal and Pete got together when they were together. And then Chantal cheated on Pete. And she got in a relationship with BB directly after that. And then when Chantal got with BB, she changed the cat's name to BBJ. And so when the relationship with BB ended and she came back to Pete's, and the cat's name had been changed to BBJ, which sounds very close to BB, it was a reminder of her betrayal, a reminder of the end of that relationship and her being with another man. And it just made him angry. But rather than step up to Chantal and settle the debt, just step up and say how you feel and work out the anger, he kept it inside, and he would lash out at BBJ in different ways because he didn't have the nerve to say what he wanted to say to Chantal. He was afraid of her. So he kept his mouth shut and he ate his anger. Yeah. But going back to Pete's for a minute, when they lived together, she used him like a doormat. She wiped her feet on him. And he was of no important regard in her life. And when she got with Nader, she used Pete to try to triangulate herself between them because she wanted to feel loved and she wanted to feel desired. So she put herself between them and she would talk trash about each man to each man to get them to fight over her and argue over her. And therefore she felt loved. But she paid him no never mind. She only brought him up when she wanted to make Nader angry and try to make him jealous, of which he never was. Nader never loved Chantal. Pete did care about Chantal for a while. He still cares about her to this day. He's still not dropped a dime on her when he could. He's loyal to a fault. But Nader never cared. So it wasn't about anything emotional. It was about Nader not liking the fact that he was a sugar baby and he was having to share the sugar bowl with another man who was already there and there was nothing he could do. That's what the fighting was really about.
Me back to Montreal when he obviously did. You know it. I have the messages. So don't make me release them, Dee Dee. She's the fucking jealous one. What am I jealous of? I'm at one. Why are you jealous of you, Dee? Because you think you're fucking 5 pounds lighter than me? Sorry, I never dreamed of looking like fucking Chris Farley with a fucking Donald Trump comb over. Never in a million fucking years. Nope. Dee Dee has hair. Barely. And you know what? I'll take my bald head over her fucking hair. Donald Trump comb over. Corn hair. No thanks. Corn husk. No thanks. I have a double chin, but at least 140 pounds soaking wet. Shut the fuck up. Give me a break. Making fun of my weight, but you're all up in this for 9 months? I'm afraid to lose you.
I also would like to point out that during this time period, the Crackhead Olympics, Chantal was in the, I would say, 400 pound range. When she was with Nader, she was on the white powder, and she did lose about 50, maybe 70 pounds. I'm not quite sure. But you could actually see the weight loss in her face. You could see the cheekbones starting to pop out. Her ears weren't so plastered to her head. I mean, you could actually see the loss of weight because she was doing a lot of the powder, which cut her appetite, which that I don't recommend anybody using the white powder to lose weight, but that's what she chose to do. It gave her energy. It kept her up. She could do the live streams with it, but she did lose some weight. And then she gained it all back. But she was in the 400s right here. And look at her now. Chantal, I think, honestly, ma'am, when I look at the old footage and I look at how you look now, ma'am, if you're not 600 pounds, I will eat Natter's cooking. I think you're either at 600 or close to it. You've gained so much weight. You are 5 feet tall. You should be about 110, 115. You are at least 400 pounds overweight. And underneath the skin, you got a small skeleton. That's why you're struggling so much. You're not, you're tiny. You're supposed to be really tiny. You're petite. You're short. But your body is carrying hundreds and hundreds of pounds that it shouldn't. And that's why you're running into all these problems. And your food habit is getting worse. It is getting so much worse. You need inpatient. You really do. Honestly, you need to be locked up because you cannot control yourself. You are hurting yourself and you don't want to stop. You need someone else to take the wheel and drive the car.
Yeah, what you tell them on camera and what you tell me, very different. Right, honey? Dee said you'll be crying tomorrow. And you'll be back on your little bus bounding back to Lachin. Or you'll be in the trap, fucking, yes, Natter. Covering up what for him? Dee Dee is not his old friend. She was your sub for 2 years before you even knew Natter. Really? So let's clear up that rumor, Natter. Fucking disgusting. Why do I degrade Dee Dee? Because she's a fucking bitch. Why is Heather here? Shut up, Heather. I'm sorry. I lost it tonight. I fucking lost it. Dee Dee. Who else hates Dee Dee? Me. Who hates Natter? Me. He's dead to me.
If Chantal wanted to punish Natter, since she created the channel, all she had to do was just delete the channel. Block the number, done. That's all she had to do. She had that power for a long, long time. She never did it. She never did it. So how much of a victim are you again, Chantal?
Goodbye. See ya. Piece of shit. I need to smoke. Bye. Dressed like an elf.
Yeah, that's another thing that was weird. So he was a hurtful person, but yet she's protecting him. Why would you protect somebody like that?
Gentleman. She does, fuck. Fucking hopeless. Stupid. Seriously. Why am I even talking to these trash fucking people? I can't stand it.
No. You don't have to pay attention. You want to pay attention. You could block it out, but you're making the choice not to. Why? Because you said it yourself, Chantal. You are addicted to Natter. Those words came out of your mouth. Remember? You said it out loud. I am addicted to this man. That's a direct quote from you. You said that you were addicted to Natter. And not a single one of your addictions has gone into treatment. You are not in recovery for any of them. They're all still ongoing. You are not about treating and healing addiction. You are about monetizing it and profiting off of it and using it as a talking point to get sympathy for yourself. You wrap those things around you like a blanket. You use those things to get attention. You always want to be the damsel in distress, but you're not. Life is not a fairy tale where you're tied to the railroad tracks and some prince is going to save you. This is reality. And in the reality story, the princess has to save herself. So untie yourself from the railroad tracks and get to work. Or not. Get run over by the train if you want to.
Piss me off. You fucking treat me like shit. It's It's not gonna fucking fly with me every fucking time. You don't like it? Don't fucking treat me like shit then. Don't have Dee Dee. This chat's telling him or you piece of shit, he'll do. Call him Bubble and Airfin. What the fucking they're all gonna lunatic. His true colors will come out. You can't beat everyone up in the chat, loser. Oh, I fucking hate them. Showing my dirty underwear, like from your dirty dick. Like, say you do laundry. No, those fucking underwear have been there forever. You like sleeping in the same room as all my dirty clothes, Dee Dee? You loser. You loser. You're stupid and pathetic. Hope you both know that. Unbelievable. I cannot believe that happened. I cannot fucking believe this guy. What a life. He's ruining my fucking life. I'm getting made fun of by Dee Dee. Like, do you know what that's like? Of course he's living rent-free in my head. Living rent-free elsewhere, too. I don't care what people who don't know me think about me. This is a person who was telling me he loves me and sleeping with me and whom I was fucking sharing a life with for 9 months. Oh, and her drags are better? The Kool-Aid man? Bitch, really? Or in fucking grade 3? Shit. You could tell she was born in that too. Oh, maybe. I'm obsessed with her.
With Chantal. I think Natter and Chantal were obsessed with each other. And Dee Dee was just like, whatever, I'm here. I'm down for whatever with Natter because I'm into him. But let me bring this up just to irritate you further, Chantal. How did Dee Dee get with Natter in the first place? Where did it all start? It started because you were insistent on bringing Natter to YouTube. Dee Dee actually started out as what? Say it with me. A beezer. She started out as a beezer on your channel. And then it transgressed to Natter talking to Dee Dee and then Natter moving in with Dee Dee. Had you kept Natter off of YouTube, who knows? You might still be able to talk to him. But you chose to bring Natter to YouTube the same way that you brought Salah to YouTube. What happened with Salah, Chantal? What happened? Another Beezer was talking to him. What is it with your Beezers, girl? All the stuff that happens is because of a Beezer that decides they want to do something with the people you bring to YouTube. But it's your fault that you brought him to YouTube, you introduced him to YouTube, and then he started talking to one of the Beezers, and that's where he ended up. Your fault. You did that.
Am I the one wearing your slippers, Dee Dee? Sleeping in your man's bed, you stupid fucking dumb bitch. I can't fucking.
Did you hear what you just said? You're telling me you love me, you let me pay for all your stuff. Those two things don't go together, Chantal. If someone really loves you, you're not paying for all their stuff. They'll want to pay for their stuff. They'll have some sense of self-pride and say, I love you. Don't take care of me. I'll take care of me. Don't take care of me. I'll do it. I just want to be with you because I enjoy your company. We can hang out for free. But that wasn't the deal, was it? So he never loved you.
Man, you can say you're not top shit for you. You are. It doesn't want to look like a fucking asshole because I talk shit about him online. I have the text. I've shown the text. I love you. I love you. What? I'm so... No. Doesn't mean... Actions more. That's really disgusting. Shit. He did communicate he was monogamous. Obviously, I'm not that fucking stupid. You kidding? He's the jealous, controlling freak.
Pot, meat, kettle. Pot, meat, kettle. A jealous, controlling freak. Hello? Hello? That's you, Chantal. That is so you. I think you and Natter, you were different. But I think on the evil, twisted level, the two of you understood each other. Like thick as thieves you were because you were both thieves. You were both scammers and liars and con artists. You guys understood each other on that level. Like you're both corrupted and wicked. And so you understood and connected that way. And here's something to think about. The things you saw in Natter that you did not like were the things that were also present in you. The things that drove you the most mad with Natter, that was a sort of self-reflection moment. Like everything in him that you didn't like and that made you angry, that is how you are. He was like the male version of you. Like it was almost like looking in the mirror in a way. It was your moment that you could have just realized and learned, this is what people deal with. This is how they feel when they deal with me. Dealing with this selfish, angry, controlling, obsessive, whatever person, I am like that. And all this unpleasantness that I'm dealing with Natter, this is how I make others feel. Wow. Like, am I really that bad? Yeah, you are. But you could have taken that looking in the mirror moment with Natter and like evolved and let him go and cut off some of the drama that was happening.
And he's trying to make me look that way because he's not stupid. He's very good at this.
No. He doesn't have to make you look that way. You made yourself look that way. You were doing live streams talking about, oh, I messaged him 73 times. Y'all see over here. Look, I did a react to this one from Hot Wasabi. 73 times from a burner account. He don't have to make you look crazy. You were working overtime to make yourself look crazy.
We were obviously involved. I'm not going to be upset like this over somebody I could give two fucks about.
You partied with him and you paid for his companionship, but he never loved you, Chantal. Never.
In serious relationships, don't forget. He told everyone he's single, so he also told everyone I didn't pick him up from Montreal. So, is the bitch still ranting about me?
And another thing, Chantal, if you're with a guy that they're denying, if you have a relationship with someone, they're denying it, they're hiding you, they're not introducing you to family and friends, that's a red flag. That's an indicator that they're not liking you on that level. Because when a man is in love with a woman, he wants everybody to know. He's so proud of that woman. He wants to shout it from the rooftops. And if he really loves her, he will cross an ocean. He will climb a mountain. He will build a highway to be next to her. He never did that for you. He never wanted to because he knew he didn't have to. He knew he had you wrapped and addicted and obsessed over him. And he enjoyed playing with you like a cat plays with a mouse. And I think you enjoyed the games. I think you enjoyed the drama and the fighting. It made you feel alive. Without Natter being around, you didn't know what to do with yourself. You had all the money in the world and didn't know what to do with it. You had nothing to spend your time on.
It wasn't skid marks. And he's so gross. Like, ugh. Like, trying to make you look gross. Like, you look like he doesn't realize you look like a piece of shit. Like, being a man to try to disgust and shame a woman. Like, you're fucking sad. You are sad. Skid marks. I'm like, fart away. I think it's embarrassing of his online. Fuck him. I have some DMs, I think. I think anger's not misplaced. Fuck that shit. Fuck Dee. I will fuck him up if he talks about my mom again. I will fuck him up myself. Why does he scream? Because he's fucking crazy and violent and aggressive and never wrong about anything. Solid. Yeah? Really? I'm just solid. Rusty knickers? You think I'm gonna be embarrassed about that? I'm not. I mean, my underwear are beautiful. Desperate dumb bitch Dee and loser Natter. I need to pee. Guys, you have sex like several times in a night. You pee in the night and don't wipe. It happens.
Ew.
I need to borrow the white pee.
Ew.
I need a white pee. Shut up! I hate you. I hate some of you guys. He's still yapping away.
Yeah, for those who are not aware, Chantal talked about she didn't wipe, she drip dried. So she doesn't use toilet paper, she drip dries. Sorry, but you're welcome.
Oh, of course, he's obsessed with me. Why are you so obsessed with me? Why are you so obsessed with me, bitch? So over it. Fuck, I'm not going back to this fucking disgusting mouth. The way he talks, fucking, no. He's disgusting. He can talk crap all he wants. I'm done watching him. I'm done ever hearing his shitty voice ever again. Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck Dee Dee. Have a nice life. See ya. Next. Say I'll never find dick like yours. Really? Jake, I'll find anyone who will do what I did for you. That's for sure. Not even.
You know what I
desperate,
find
you know?
hilarious? And boy, I'm about to make you so mad. Let's think about your life in Canada. You had your life in Canada. You were living with Pete's. You could have just stayed there, straightened out your taxes, kept on with your channel. But you decided to hang out with Salah, wanted to move to a different country because you were running from the tax man. Because you owe, what, 60, 70 grand in taxes? And I bet you haven't paid much regarding that, so they're still after you. But you could have fixed your life at this time because you had a place to stay, courtesy of Pete's putting his name on the dotted line. And what did you do? You moved to Kuwait, spent 3 years over there to be near a guy that you paid, what, 9 grand plus for, that he's not physical with you. You're paying for him and you're paying for his life for what? He's not even knocking your boots. He's just playing the online husband. He's not a husband. He goes to get your food and he shows up on camera just to say, hi guys, and that's it. That's what you paid 9 grand for? Girl, you paid $9,000 plus and gave up your life in Canada for a guy that's not physical with you. Talk about stupid. Absolutely stupid. And you put yourself in a place where you can even come back to Canada and start over even if you wanted to because your money is just that bad.
Dee Dee's boring as fuck. He has a type. And I'm like not, I don't know, I'm like too young for him. I dodged a fucking missile. Thanks, Dee Dee. She's staying up with, like, she's so fucking loser, Dee Dee, really? He doesn't give a shit, even shit about her presence being there. It's really sad. Don't worry, honey. Oh, big bad Dee Dee. No, he touches me. I wouldn't go over there if he didn't touch me. She does deserve all she gets. I don't.
Oh yes, you would. Oh yes, you would, because your own life bores you. You don't know what to do with it. You have no hobbies, no interests, nothing, no activities. You're looking for something to occupy your time. So yeah, you would go over there even if you weren't being intimate with Natter, because you need something to occupy your time.
I don't feel bad for her at all. She can quite frankly go fuck herself. Dee Dee can't pull up. She needs a car in Bengay. Their true color show. They're so prim and proper on their fucking crisp sheets. She has the nerve to ask if they're wrong. You fucking kidding? Bitch is a man.
It's pretty much about over. Just stop the screen. There we go. It's a Bulger. Bulger just decided to get up here and react with me. Hey, Bulger. Yeah, I see Bulger. I'm wearing a nice comfy sweater. She loves hoodies and sweaters. She's all about that life of hoodies and sweaters. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye now.